Hi everyone, it's Judy Lee here, and we are back with our Make Something from Nothing. And this is going to be what I call collage and cut. And we are going to make something out of nothing. Okay? This is just a background thing, so y'all don't have to worry about that glass shining. Um, and I have a lot of pieces that I've already trimmed around, and I try to coordinate it to where the colors are kind of go together. And I just have a simple piece of cardstock, well, it's thin paper that I used and made probably a journal or something, and this was a piece left out of it. So instead of collaging on this pretty side, I'm going to do the white side because it's just a one, single thing, not double-sided. And we're just going to start laying these down. How about that? You can use any kind of glue. I did one with Mod Podge. Don't really recommend it because, it makes it tacky. Of course, you can combat that with some cornstarch powder or cornstarch itself, just a very little, and it takes tackiness away. But I like just using glue. It's simple and it's fast. And I would usually use my art glitter glue, but to save time, I'm going to use my glue stick because the nozzle on it is very tiny, and you need to have these fully covered on here. So, do I really want to do that? No. We're going to start with a solid piece. And I've trimmed all the way around them because you can cut this. So if it overhangs, it overhangs. Um, I want it torn pieces. You can do this in front of the TV. Just get your scraps out, get another bigger scrap, and just start going to town while you're watching your TV. And, I mean, you don't have to have them all matchy-matchy, which some of this probably don't match, but I like the colors, and I just threw them down. I've got more over here on the side of me over here, big chunk of scraps of all colors and shapes and sizes. And I just picked these out. I just grabbed some out of my uh, scrap bucket or scrap folder. Um, I've got 2 or 3 things that's got scraps in it. So I just went in there and grabbed some out that I could cut up. And I'm just trying to kind of, sort out some of these solids and kind of spread them around. Uh, if you like straight stuff, then, cut your pieces. It don't matter. I like them torn. I like the look of it. I can't help it. I just do. And yes, I know it looks like I'm putting them all too close together, but you do it to your choice. And I like doing it like this. Let's move that. I think, yeah, I'm going to do it like that. I know I shouldn't. That's coffee dyed paper. I don't want it sticking to it. Okay, that's all that dark. Now I'm going to take some pink, or I don't know what you call this color. It is supposed to be a pink, but to me it's more of a blushy color. And there is some of that on my sheets over here. So, yeah. So I like it. And these are just all mixed type shapes that I just, trim down with my fingers. Took the sharp edges off and just you know, cut them up. Not cut them up, you know what I mean. Spliced them, whatever you want to call it. There's all sizes. They ain't all the same size. And just placing them willy-nilly. Because I want it to coordinate, but I want it to be like a puzzle. To me, that's what collaging is. It's just, yeah, putting things down and hope that they look good afterwards. Let's see. And if you notice, it's an odd number. I just done whatever I had left over from scraps. So it's not like it's got to be that way. It's just the way mine wound up being. And, you know, just go with it. And I'm just putting my solids down. You don't have to do that. I just want to. I just trying to use all the scraps I've got laying here. So that's why some of them's going to be a little bit more than others, because that's just what I had trimmed out. Okay, I think that's enough like that. And I have these light blue ones. And to me, these were a dark teal color. They're not green. I'll place that right there. I'm just trying to fill it in. That's why I got these other scraps over here, just in case I don't have enough. I can fill it in or cover up something I don't like if it don't turn out correctly the way I want it to. And you can always leave white space if you know, whatever color you got underneath, you can leave that. I just don't want to, because I don't think it would go well with the color combo I'm using. So now, like I say, there's no rhyme or reason, just putting them down the way I think they need to go. I mean, it's up to you how you do this. It really is up to you. Everybody's different. You know, you're not going to like the same things. I want more blue over there. Don't want any more blue. I think I do want one more piece of blue, and I still got some extra over here. Well, one or two extra. But I want one sort of right there. Alright, I've got these coffee colored, pretty much, to kind of break it all up. And these are just filling up the white, and then I can put my pretty focalish, I guess a focal point type thing that I want to do. And this is really not how you're supposed to do this. But to me, it works better this way, so this is what I do. I mean, you could do it the other ways, and I'll show you what I did. And I did it the other way, where you just randomly just throw them down. You don't care what they look like, where they are, or any of that. You just do them random, you know, which I am kind of doing them random, but not. I can just hear Edie now. Well, that's not random. Well, it is because I'm placing them where I want them. You can place them where you want them. So it makes it random. Because nobody else would put them in the same place I do. Right? Right. And like I said, I've got some I'm going to show you after I get through. Because you can't cut these up until they're dry. If you do, it's going to mess the whole thing up because the paper's going to come apart. Now, I'm going to start putting down, and that's got a sharp edge. I don't like that. I didn't take that one off, apparently. Alright, I'm going to start putting my focal point pieces on, which there's not supposed to be a focal point piece. But I wanted one. So I am going to make one. How about that? My hands are getting really sticky. This is like the fourth one I've done. I'm going to be honest with y'all. The first one I made was made on a piece of this coffee paper. And it is the, 8.5 by 11. Just regular old, copy paper. And it ran about 31 minutes. And I was like, no, they're not going to suffer like that. So I'm making one with smaller pieces so that y'all don't have to suffer through, which you don't have to suffer through it. You can fast forward. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I mean, I'd rather you watch the whole thing because that way YouTube knows you're watching, but you don't have to. It just helps my channel because it tells y'all who they're wanting to watch. It helps to keep me showing in your feed too. That's one thing. And see, like this, I put it too close together because they're big pieces. So I'm going to take this blue and put it right there. And there, see? Kind of breaks it up, makes it look better. Uh-oh, I just dropped a piece. May have to go and get it. Here's a piece. I'm trying to hurry because I see it's 13 minutes already. And I told y'all I try to keep these within a 10 to 15 minute. Not over 20 at least. So I've got to hurry. Attention span of everyone doing this kind of tedious thing. It's not good. I'm just trying to use these random pieces and get it over with. Alright. Yeah, that's a little too much. Okay, so we're going to take some more of these coffee colored or beige, whatever you want to call it, and place it like right here. Just randomly put some of these pieces on here. And take this little scrap. See, I'm not wasting anything. I'm going to put that scrap right there. We're going to take this one and put it right there to kind of break that up. And the little bit of white you see is from the corners of this paper where I didn't tear it correctly. So it's showing the edges. And there we go. Ain't that pretty? I like it. I don't care if anybody else likes it. It's mine. I like it. You can make your own any way you want. And we'll just trim this stuff off. And then you can make whatever you want to out of it. You can make bookmarks, pockets, anything. So real quickly, I'm just going to show you. I had done some of this previously, and this was one of that same colors scheme. See it? I didn't do it like that one. And I cut it diagonal so that I'd have two corner pockets. So yeah, I made those. I haven't distressed around them yet. And then the Mod Podge one is this. This was all one big old sheet. And I made this into a small pocket, a low pocket, or you could make it into a tuck. I made a tag, and you can see there's no coordination whatsoever to any of this. Then I just randomly cut it. So anyway, this is a tag. Here's another tag, and as you see, none of them coordinate. But they have like specifics. There's a butterfly on this one. You could just put a random word across here, or a flower with a word across the bottom. And then I made this tag, or not tag, pocket. I've already put the divot in, and I've distressed around all these. But yeah, it's just random scraps that I threw on my desk and started putting them down. And y'all see they're big. And they're square, and there might be some that's not square, like this half circle, or I think it was a whole circle. Of those punches I did in a previous video, I had leftovers, so I just stuck them on here. And the shine you see is the Mod Podge, and I just took some of that cornstarch talc and put it on there. And then this was on coffee dye paper like this, and I figured I could use it as journaling spots. I made this pretty pocket and just put a trim, the cut on there. And as you can see, I mean, yeah, they just were random, but I think they turned out okay. Could put a flower here to cover that up. Put your word across there, some lace across here to cover this up. And I think it would look really cute. But that's a bookmark. And then another tag. And a side that I just made corners on. Because I'm going to use it as a side tuck, or this way for a side tuck. Or I could even make it as a pocket. So a lot of things you can do with this stuff. You can punch out of it. Take this, instead of cutting it, take your punch after it's completely dried, mind you, and punch a heart out. That would be so pretty. Or punch a flower. You could get a couple of flowers if you have a medium punch, and just punch, and make pretties, which I may punch out on this one instead of cutting it out, because I've cut out all these. This was another one I did that's not coordinated, but I cut them out for pockets and side tucks and belly bands and things like that. And this one I'll probably do diagonal. I don't like some of this, so I may cover it up with stickers or something. But this was another one that wasn't coordinated. I just, randomly put stuff up here and collaged it on. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm sorry it took so long. And a lot of people, this is going to be boring for you because it's, something that you've been doing. But anyway, like I said, you take your scraps, make something from nothing. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Leave a comment below. Hit that like button so that YouTube knows that y'all are watching. And I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. And I hope you continue to want to watch them. And don't mind my fingers, are nasty. They have distress ink and everything on them. And glue. And I will see y'all again. Oh, by the way, this may be the last one. This one's coming out the 15th. I'm doing this 2 weeks ahead or a week ahead. And the holidays are coming up, so I may not do another one. I might if I get a chance, but there's a lot of stuff going on now with the holidays coming and everything. And so if you don't see another one after that, then it's because of the holidays. If you do, great. But most of you probably on holiday vacations and things like that. So you won't be watching anyway. But if I get some put up, they'll be put up. If not, it'll be January. Talk to y'all later. Bye.